Linda, you're late.
Huh? Late with what?
With the vlog.
That's what you've been waiting for. Guys, we have some amazing updates. You want to come and see our container house? Come. This house, for example, is on fire right now. But that's actually not fire. It's just Ryan painting it, one of our head workers, managers here. So he's painting it so it looks like the house is on fire. But as you can see in the background, we have roof. We have a gigantic update for you guys. The sexy 20-foot containers. It doesn't look smooth. It doesn't look smooth at all. And as you see, I'm not sure if I can touch it already, but it's peach. I told a friend of ours that it's gonna be salmon color. She was like, salmon? What kind of salmon? And she was like, when she saw the color, Agnes, shout out to you. She's like, that's like baked salmon. Instead of the fresh, beautiful raw fish, it's just like a baked fish color. So I'd like to call it peach. She says it looks like a baked fish. So let me know, guys, what do you think of the color that we chosen for our container house? I think it fits beautifully together with the bamboo roof and all the bamboo elements that we have. Come inside and check it out. And the great progress that we have right now is that we have a steel bar frame. Isn't that cool? And it has been stitch welded all around the area, and then we have treated it and double painted it. I guess one layer of primer and one layer of paint. Many layers of paint actually, because you know that the welding spots tend to rust extremely quickly. So we're really hoping these layers of paint that it's not gonna happen. But the framing looks quite good, and we're waiting the next windows a couple of days from now. In the inside, we chose to paint it dirty white, off-white. I don't know if you can really see it or if the lighting is good, but this is off-white. It's a different color than the primer. I love the color. It looks like, I don't know, I mean, the white color gives more space and makes the room look brighter. I'm not sure if you're gonna hear me now, but it makes the room look brighter and gives you a lighter feeling, and maybe less of a feeling that you're in a steel house, which is kind of cool, but maybe some people don't really like it, so that's why it's white, and now it's like the middle. So, and my favorite part, or every woman's probably favorite part, is the shower and the bathroom with a big mirror, which we don't have yet, but that's what it is. We chose to make cement steps because the container is elevated. Because many people said the container has to be elevated, so it is elevated from the ground about this much. How much this is? 50 centimeters?
Yeah, like half a meter.
Half a meter. We thought
a little bit less, but yeah.
We thought it's reasonable enough for the climate. So the cement steps that we have, one cement step when you step out, another step in the middle, a cement pedestal. Oh, it's very dirty. A cement pedestal for the bathroom. Here for the shower. We made it spacious enough so the shower is gonna come out of here. All the tubes are hidden in the bamboos to make it look more natural. This is for the shower heater. It's also hidden in the area, and we have made sure that the big bamboos and the small bamboos are hidden and combined, so there's a big bamboo, there's a small bamboo, big bamboo, so no one can really peek through and see who's taking a shower. Not that that would happen much often, but just so you know. About the transparent roof, people said that transparent roof is maybe not a good idea because it's gonna be a drone no-fly zone. Ha ha ha.
But it's a little bit, it's blurred.
But it's not transparent completely, it's blurred, so you can't see anything through, literally nothing, so the drones can still fly. I mean, if you take into account the small opening, and if someone really tries to drone you and come very very
Private
close,
property.
it's private property. So I think they won't. So, and here, this is the place for the sink. We have hidden the sink tube here as well, and we're gonna place a big cocoa lumber piece. I'm gonna show you that one later, and place a round cement sink on top. So a cocoa lumber beautifully here, a wooden element with the varnish and everything, and then a cement sink on top. We have used varnish for all the bamboos to treat the bamboo. Maybe some people are curious how to treat it to avoid termites. We have filled all the tops inside here with cement, and all the bottom is cemented as well, except the small pieces. But all the bottom is also cemented, so there is no opening for the termites to enter. And then the openings have been treated with solignum and covered with natural varnish. However, we have a couple of open bamboos here, which might become prone to termites.
But they are also treated with solignum.
However, they are also treated with solignum. We'll see how good or bad it works. And worst case scenario, we'll just have to change the open bamboos like this piece and this piece after a while, maybe a year or two. But we'll keep you updated, so we're learning from our mistakes and our experiences so we can share them with you. We will be using these wooden planks, cocoa lumber, for the sink. We purposely left the skin on so it gives the rough and more natural look. So you'll be able to see the cocoa lumber skin, and we're just gonna place it horizontally atop and place the sink on top of it. So we chose to have these round pieces of cocoa lumber, and we're gonna make them as stepping stones.
You can show maybe an example.
This is how it's gonna work. We're gonna use them as stepping stones when it's raining and a little bit muddy, because we want to leave the natural soil, so it's gonna be muddy eventually. So people will be able to come and move around using these stepping stones put together, so like a small pathway. And we're gonna light it up with solar lights. These cocoa lumber pieces like this come for only 30 pesos a piece, which is roughly 50 cents per piece, which I think is really reasonable price. So the next thing is we're We're using natural nipa, which is a traditional Filipino housing material, to cover the roofs so they don't get hit by a direct sunlight. We're making it in an angled 45 to 35 degree position, so they will keep away the top of the container from rusting and from gathering rain, and keep the sunlight away, as well as give a pathway for the wind to blow. Does that make sense?
Check my armpit.
They will make a pathway for the wind to blow through, so it will make the container temperature cool, or at least we hope so, but we'll see as we go. On the lot there are many rocks, so we're trying to use them wisely. That's why we put some rocks on the bathroom floor, which we're gonna cover with sand, or we're just using them for landscaping purposes and making levels, because the property is very uneven and it comes in several levels. So we're using the rocks to make kind of a boundaries where the rocks hang together.
Where the rocks hang together?
Where the rocks hang out together, because rocks also want to have fun.
And what goes here?
So the project owner decided that, I mean electricians and plumbers decided, but that makes the most sense, to dig the electricity and the water pipes underground. Thus we have the electricity and the plumbing going separately, but both going underground, so it doesn't make like a spider web on top, or because I guess plumbing always goes underground.
Plumbing, yeah.
That makes sense, right? Imagine if you could hang your plumbing up.
You can.
Guys, jokes aside, I mean, I'm just joking, joking around. Another thing about the deep well, I remember you were inquiring about the deep well we have quite a struggle with that one to get the water. The guys that are digging the deep well are currently around 30 feet deep, 25 feet, only 25, touching 25 feet, and they've been working almost for 3 weeks. Even though they work only a couple of hours a day, because they're mostly busy in fiestas and parties, so but still it's only 25 feet deep and they're hitting the stones. At one point they were already hitting a softer soil and a little bit of water, but that probably was a little swamp underneath. They kept digging and there's a big stone again, so we keep struggling. I do know that there are ways to find water with the, how do you call it, the triangle things?
No,
steel bars.
Goes in the middle.
Yeah, crosses and just releases. So if the guys keep struggling, we'll just really hire someone who can find the flowing water sources, at least approximately, somewhere around in the area. Only downside though is that they can find it, but it might be 200 feet deep. No one can dig that deep here, so we'll have another issue. But we have already thought about it, and worst case we'll just have to pay a little bit extra, which is a downside, but we can get the community water pipe all the way to us and just store the water in the tank. So we have a plan B in case the guys really can't manage, or we'll just have to hire a bigger, more expensive company from Manila who come with the whole equipment and everything, because obviously you can't function without water. That's the number one thing, even before electricity. So guys, I wanted to ask you a question this time, and the question is, would you like to have more all-around life vlogs as well, or just purely container construction? Because I really want to know what you want to watch more. Is it the videos like these when I just keep talking about the building, the expenses, the process, how we're doing things, or also include some life events like how we're living, what we're eating, if someone cares, or what we're doing on our days off, which is only 1 day a week. So any suggestions? Tell me what you want us to more focus on, and we'll keep that in mind and include that in the next vlogs. Meanwhile, thank you for watching, thank you for all the great support you're giving us, and if you haven't hit the subscribe button yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button and like the video if you enjoyed the content, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!
All my melody.